What if I told you there's a secret, a completely effortless way to unlock boundless energy, crush cravings, and safeguard your long term health, all without stepping foot in a gym or embarking on grueling marathon training? Imagine being able to enjoy your favorite foods, knowing you hold the power to instantly minimize their impact on your body. This isn't some far fetched fantasy. It's a revolutionary approach to well being that's so simple, you'll wonder why no one told you sooner. Get ready to discover 4 incredibly easy movements that will fundamentally change how your body processes food, giving you an unfair advantage in the pursuit of vibrant health. Hello, angels, and welcome back to the Glucose Goddess Show. I'm Jesse Inchauspe, a French biochemist who is passionately yet healthily obsessed with demystifying your body and empowering you with knowledge about your health. Today, I've even pulled on my exercise shorts because we're diving deep into the fascinating world of movement. I'm here to share 4 remarkably straightforward movements that you can integrate into your daily life, transforming how you feel from the inside out. These aren't complex routines. In fact, you don't even have to do all 4. My challenge to you today is simple. Pick just one movement from this episode, commit to doing it daily starting now, and prepare to witness a profound shift in your energy, mood, and overall well-being. Pinky promise? Good. Let's get started. First, let's peel back the curtain on what truly happens within our muscles when we move. Anytime a muscle contracts, whether it's a subtle hand gesture, a full-blown squat, or anything in between, a tiny miracle is taking place at a cellular level. Deep inside your muscle cells are minuscule powerhouses called mitochondria. These incredible factories are responsible for transforming raw materials, primarily glucose from your bloodstream, into the energy, known as ATP, that fuels every single muscle contraction. The harder or longer your muscle contracts, the more energy it demands, and consequently, the more actively your mitochondria search for those crucial building blocks in your bloodstream, specifically glucose or blood sugar. This biological truth offers us an extraordinary advantage in managing our body's response to food. When we consume meals rich in carbohydrates and sugars, think bread, pasta, rice, potatoes, oats, or anything sweet from a cookie to an apple, our bodies often experience what's known as a glucose spike. These rapid surges in blood sugar can have a cascade of damaging consequences. Picture this: you indulge in a delicious pastry, and while it might taste heavenly, it can trigger a significant glucose spike. This spike, in turn, can lead to inflammation, glycation, a process that ages your cells, excessive insulin release, and that dreaded energy crash after the initial high. This dip often leaves you feeling tired and craving even more sugar, creating a vicious cycle of hunger and fatigue. Reducing these glucose spikes isn't just about feeling better in the moment. It's a critical strategy for preventing long-term chronic diseases and optimizing your health for years to come. The good news? You hold the power to significantly dampen these spikes with just a few simple movements. The magic lies in timing. If you activate your muscles within 90 minutes after eating something high in carbs and sugars, you essentially preempt the glucose spike. Your working muscles will eagerly grab that incoming glucose from your meal, pulling it from your bloodstream to fuel their contractions. Instead of allowing that excess glucose to create a damaging spike, your mitochondria put it to immediate productive use, turning it into energy. This is the core principle behind today's 4 incredibly easy exercises. They are your secret weapon against post-meal glucose surges. Our first secret weapon is an incredibly discreet yet powerful movement known as the soleus push-up or calf raise. Imagine you're at your desk at work or school, perhaps after enjoying a carb-heavy meal. The easiest and most inconspicuous way to lower that meal's glucose spike is simply by performing calf raises. With your feet flat on the ground, gently raise and lower your heels, contracting your calf muscles. Aim for 5 to 10 minutes of this movement. Why is this so effective? Your calves house a unique muscle called the soleus, which scientific studies have shown to be exceptionally efficient at soaking up glucose from the bloodstream after eating. One groundbreaking study demonstrated that even though participants performed calf raises for an extended period, doing so reduced post-meal glucose spikes by a remarkable 52% and lowered extra insulin levels by 60%. While 5 hours might be extreme for daily life, my personal tests show that even 10 minutes can have a strong, visible impact, leading to a much smaller glucose spike after a meal. This is a wonderfully discreet way to make a big difference, and I encourage you to try it within 90 minutes of finishing your meal, right when glucose levels tend to peak. Next up is a tried and true classic that you've undoubtedly encountered before: walking. A comprehensive review of studies on exercise and glucose levels concluded with a beautifully simple truth. Walking after eating significantly reduces the glucose levels in your body. It makes perfect sense when you consider it. As you walk, your legs, arms, and torso contract, demanding energy. Your muscles, ever resourceful, will prioritize drawing that necessary energy directly from the glucose circulating in your bloodstream. This makes walking an exceptionally easy and effective method to reduce your meal's glucose spike. How much walking are we talking? Just 10 minutes can be enough to make a substantial difference. My own experiments, like comparing a poke bowl with a sweet sauce to the same meal followed by a 10-minute walk, consistently show a significantly reduced glucose spike. So, within an hour and a half of eating, whether you grab a colleague, put on a podcast, or simply walk up and down stairs, dedicate 10 minutes to movement. It will curb cravings, boost your energy, and combat any fatigue linked to glucose fluctuations. For a long time, walking was considered the gold standard for post-meal movement, but recent research has unveiled an even more powerful, albeit slightly unconventional option: air squats. A fascinating study comparing 30 minutes of walking after a meal to performing 10 air squats every 45 minutes for 9 hours revealed a surprising outcome. While the 9-hour duration is a research setting, the core finding is incredibly impactful. Incorporating intermittent air squats can be more efficient at reducing glucose levels than a continuous walk. My own informal test with a pasta meal followed by either a 30-minute walk or intermittent air squats illustrated this principle vividly, showing a smoother, lower glucose response with the squats. This doesn't mean you need to do them for 9 hours, but even incorporating 10 air squats a few times after a meal, say every 45 minutes for a couple of hours, can be profoundly beneficial. It highlights that different movements have distinct impacts on our glucose levels, so if squats resonate with you, set a timer and try adding a few sets after your meals. Finally, my ultimate suggestion is so incredibly simple, it might already be part of your daily routine: house chores. Think about it. After a meal, especially dinner, there are often tasks to tackle around the house. Instead of letting that glucose spike unchecked, why not harness it? Within 90 minutes of finishing your meal, get up and tidy your kitchen, fold some laundry, or even vacuum for 15 minutes. My personal tests demonstrate this perfectly. A donut on its own creates a huge glucose spike, but a donut followed by 15 minutes of vacuuming results in a dramatically smaller surge. These exercise snacks, simple everyday movements, when intentionally planned after a carb-heavy meal, empower your body to process that glucose far more effectively, minimizing negative consequences. Beyond the immediate benefits of reduced cravings, improved energy, and less inflammation, there's a deeper, incredibly significant reason why moving after eating is a superpower. It helps manage your insulin response. Typically, after a large glucose spike, your pancreas releases insulin, a hormone tasked with grabbing excess glucose and storing it to bring your blood sugar levels back down. While this is a normal bodily function, chronically elevated insulin levels can lead to issues like insulin resistance, prediabetes, and even type 2 diabetes over time. Here's the truly amazing part. When your muscles contract and absorb glucose after you eat, they don't require insulin to do so. This means you're actively reducing your glucose spike without burdening your pancreas with excessive insulin release. You're not only feeling better in the short term, but also actively safeguarding your metabolic health for the long haul. So there you have it, 4 incredibly easy yet profoundly effective exercises you can integrate into your daily life: the soleus push-up, calf raise, walking, air squats, and simple house chores. Moving after eating is just one of many powerful glucose hacks that can revolutionize your health. If you're eager to discover all 10 of my core glucose hacks, many of which don't require any physical activity and focus on simple food strategies, be sure to download my free PDF guide in the description of this episode. It's packed with insights that will help you reduce glucose spikes, feel amazing today, and support your long-term health journey. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.